Hello and welcome to another episode of Monkey Builds here on the Jenny Kirk channel. I am Zoe Kirk Robinson, also known as the Cupboard Monkey from the Monday Club, and I have been building the Revell Spitfire Mk Vb. Let's take a look at it.
Today's video comes in association with Trainomatic, makers of DCT decoders and accessories that are designed by enthusiasts for enthusiasts. Find the full range available to order now at tramfabrique.co.uk. Support also comes from TMC, the Model Centre. Check out their comprehensive and fully stocked website at themodelcentre.com.
So this is regarded as a level 3 kit, which in Revell's terms basically means it's got a certain amount of pieces. The level system, from what we can tell with Revell, is all about how many pieces are in the kit rather than its actual complexity, which is a good thing because this is not complex at all. I would not put it at level 3 if that was a complexity scale, let's put it that way. Most of the pieces are fairly easy to assemble. It's got really clear instructions. The instructions are over 12 pages. All of it is very nicely detailed with a lot of good guides. Tells you on its way through how to paint everything, where the decals go and things like that. It's really well done. If the interior needs a decal, it's got it right there. And then you have the big set of decal lists on the back. It looks a little technical when you have a look at it from the terms of what bits go where on the sides. But to be honest with you, start at one side, move across, and you will do just fine. That is something that I've seen people get a little bit, well, how shall we say, nervous about in case you do it wrong. Start at one side. Don't try and do them all at once. Just make sure that you get them all in place and take your time. It's perfectly fine and it will come out great. It really does come out very nicely as well. Revell's kits, I have to admit, they're not the most complex and certainly aren't the type that I remember as a kid because I did a lot of airfix. So these ideas of the fixed wings with the flaps already installed and things like that, so you can't move them to the point that you want if you're trying to model a certain method or certain way that the plane would be flying. You can't really do that with Revell's kits. I remember you could with Airfix as a kid, and we do have an Airfix Spitfire to make on the show, so we will be having a look at that. But for the most part, Revell's kits are very good introductions, and there's some good ones that aren't out in other manufacturers' styles, so if you want a kit for a certain model, you will have to go for Revell. There's nothing wrong with them. They're just not quite as intricate as perhaps I was used to as a child. Having said that, I enjoyed making this. This is a really nice kit. It's got a lot of good detail. Even on the inside, the dials and gauges on the cockpit are so well done. The interior looks very good, and it all just comes together very, very quickly. It's a really good kit. I thoroughly enjoyed making it. Painting it was quite a doddle, even though I was nervous. I was actually very nervous at the start about getting the camouflage on the sides of the plane, getting that right. And then I realised, well, actually, they would have all been a little bit different, so I don't have to try and get what's on the instructions and the diagram exact. So I just went at it and tried to get as close as I could to what's on here, and that worked out very nicely for me. So in the end, I think it came out really well. I was very, very happy. My only issue with this is this one set of decals, where we have the RAF bullseye, essentially. The red dot on the bullseye is a separate decal. Now, it's very easy to put that on. It's not a problem when you're assembling this thing. But if you don't get it right and the decal fix doesn't quite take, that red dot's going to come off. And it did on my model. So at some point, I'm going to have to go over and either find a new red dot and put that in, or just paint one on. Because at the moment, I've got a bullseye without a bullseye. It's a bit weird. So I don't understand why that's not already on there. It's already on there for the base ones, the blue and red on the bottom of the thing. So I don't see why it couldn't be on there for just in general. But maybe there is a reason. So if you do know why the bullseye doesn't have the red dot on the RAF decals already and it's a separate thing you have to put on, please do let me know, because I'm not the most knowledgeable person when it comes to the RAF's idents, and I would like to know. I genuinely would. But aside from that, there really was no problem with this kit. Everything just goes together really well. The molds are brilliantly done. It looks great. It assembles just fine. There aren't any extras that you need to find. There aren't any fiddly bits that will easily pop off. It all just came together really, really well. And I was very impressed with it. So all in all, I would give it a thumbs up. It's definitely one that you'll want to give a try. So that's all we've got time for this time. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you do give it a try on the Revell Spitfire Mk Vb, do let me know how you got on and what you think of the model itself. And of course, you can always share pictures of your creations on the Monday Club group on Facebook or on our Discord server. But until next time, thank you very much for watching. I've been Zoe Kirk-Robinson, also known as the Cupboard Monkey from the Monday Club. You've been watching another monkey build. Jenny will be back next week, and I'll see you later.
Today's video comes in association with Trainomatic, makers of DCT decoders and accessories that are designed by enthusiasts for enthusiasts. Find the full range available to order now at tramfabrique.co.uk. Support also comes from TMC, the Model Centre. Check out their comprehensive and fully stocked website at themodelcentre.com. For project ideas, why not look at their airbrush offers at the link in the description and have a go at creating your own weathering and graffiti masterpieces. It couldn't be simpler. I'd like to send out a huge thanks to everybody who supports me on Patreon, and an extra special huge thanks goes out to Anthony Kidson, Offshore Allen, Michael Lockie, Helen Sink, Gary Lewis, David Quinn, Sparky107107, George Botterini, Chris Moss, Robert Steers, Sam Yates, Dale Williams, John N. from NC, NYMRish, Jonathan Foster, Peter, Clifford Ison, Larry W. Grant, NI Railways 4000 class, Ian Coulson, Alan Dickerson, Eddie Papere, Karen Nichol, Medwin Williams, Crossways Point Junction, 3B Rail, and Jennifer Garrett. Thank you. Without you guys, I couldn't do this.